While Beijing parades tanks and missiles to mark 80 years since World War II, Taiwan fires back with a different message. We don't mark peace with gun barrels. Taiwanese military showcases modern weaponry, not to threaten, but to deter. As history, pride, and regional tension collide, Taipei and Tokyo watch closely, warning the world that peace is never passive. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te delivered veiled criticism of Chinese President Xi Jinping's military parade in Beijing that marked 80 years since the end of World War II. Lai Ching-te said on September 3rd that Taiwan does not commemorate peace with the barrel of a gun. Writing on his Facebook page to mark Armed Forces Day in Taiwan, Lai said Republican General Xu Yongchang signed the Japanese surrender on behalf of China, calling it gratifying that the former Axis powers had all become democracies since.
General Xu Yongchang of the ROC Army and 8 other Allied powers signed the document marking the end of the war, bearing witness to the bitter lesson of unity prevails, aggression defeats. It is gratifying that the former Axis powers have all become democracies, upholding freedom and democracy, pursuing market economies, and upholding human rights and the rule of law. They have achieved prosperity and peace and are respected worldwide. I sincerely hope that the countries that once suffered so much from invasion can work together to safeguard peace, pursue freedom and democracy, and become the cornerstone of stability and prosperity. The people of Taiwan cherish peace, and Taiwan does not commemorate peace with the barrel of a gun.
Lai did not directly mention China's war parade, at which Xi, flanked by Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un, warned the world was facing a choice between peace and war. But he said,
"The definition of fascism is broad, encompassing extreme nationalism, the pursuit of some illusory great power revival, strict domestic control of speech, the stifling of social diversity, the deployment of secret police, and the overt worship of strongman leaders and sloganeering culture. People around the world who pursue peace and remember World War II sincerely hope that this form of government will not occur again."
Some Taiwan television stations showed the event, but it did not get the same wall-to-wall coverage as in China. Responding to China's parade, Taiwan's China Policymaking Mainland Affairs Council said,
"It was the people and military of the Republic of China who had made countless sacrifices and contributions, ultimately achieving victory. The Chinese communists sought only to expand and consolidate their own power, and made no contribution to the war effort. No matter how many resources the Chinese communists spend on celebratory events, it cannot obscure the ironclad historical facts."
During China's parade, Lai attended a memorial ceremony at Taipei's National Revolutionary Martyrs Shrine to commemorate those who died fighting for the Republic of China, including those who battled Japan and the Communists. China detests Lai, who says only Taiwan's people can decide their future, as a separatist, and has rebuffed his repeated calls for talks. A day before Xi's grand parade, speaking to officers at the Defense Ministry, Lai said that September 2nd marked the 67th anniversary of a 1958 naval battle that Taiwan celebrates as a victory that was part of the August 23rd Chinese attack on the Taiwan-controlled Kinmen Islands, better known internationally as the Second Taiwan Strait Crisis.
Taiwan's victories then show that true peace stems from a resolve to unite against aggression. We all know that the current security environment is more severe than ever before. In recent years, the Chinese communists have persistently conducted high-intensity activities with military aircraft and vessels around the Taiwan Strait. From the victory in World War II to the glorious achievements of the September 2nd naval battle and the August 23rd artillery exchange, the most valuable lesson remains. Unity ensures victory, while aggression inevitably fails.
Democratically governed Taiwan, which Beijing claims as its own territory, has repeatedly lambasted China for what Taipei sees as a distorted view of the war, as the Republic of China was the government at the time, fighting alongside the Allies. The Republic of China government fled to Taiwan in 1949 after losing a civil war with Mao Zedong's communists and retains the formal name to this day. Taiwan told its people not to attend Beijing's parade. The most high-profile attendee from Taiwan was Hung Hsiu-chu, former chairwoman of its largest opposition party, the Kuomintang, or KMT. The KMT was the Republic of China's ruling party during the war against Japan, and it fled, along with the Republican government, to Taiwan in 1949. The KMT did not send any official delegation to Beijing's parade. In a video timed for Armed Forces Day on September 3rd, the Taiwan Army showed off new weapon systems imported from the US or developed inside Taiwan. According to CNA, the Army said that the military emphasized continued reforms, more realistic training, and the establishment of an effective deterrent. Technology will replace manpower, and firepower will replace traditional military strength. In the space of 5 minutes 42 seconds, the video on the Army's YouTube channel shows M1A2T Abrams tanks, HIMARS rocket systems, and TOW-2B anti-tank missiles from the US. The film also includes the land-based Sky Sword, 2 anti-air missiles and Kestrel rocket launchers developed by the National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology. The Taiwan Army added that apart from new hardware, the Army also featured its efforts to improve the living conditions of recruits and its organizational culture. Contemporary military quarters offer a more comfortable environment, allowing military staff to focus on their duties. The military added that it would continue to implement reforms and build up an effective deterrent as it was transforming to face external challenges, including an increasing threat from a modernizing enemy. Meanwhile, Japanese government spokesperson Yoshimasa Hayashi said that his country was closely monitoring China's largest ever military parade that marks 80 years since Japan's defeat at the end of World War II.
We are aware that the ceremony that was mentioned, including the military parade, is being held in Beijing, China. The Japanese government has been closely monitoring related developments with interest, but we are not in a position to comment on China's intentions.
While Hayashi said that Japan was not in a position to comment on China's intentions on hosting the ceremony, he stated that Japan and China have confirmed to develop a mutually beneficial, constructive, and stable relationship.
Based on our resolve to never repeat the horrors of war, Japan has consistently pursued the path of a peaceful nation since the post-war period, striving to build a free and democratic country that respects human rights and the rule of law. We have consistently emphasized this position to China and communicated it to the international community on various occasions. Japan and China have confirmed the broad direction of comprehensively advancing a strategic and mutually beneficial relationship and building a constructive and stable relationship through the efforts of both sides.